Welcome to Health Tips on Lifestyle ABC with me, Dorothy Dadibo. Now, some of us started using the phrase "I'm busy" as an excuse to avoid certain functions, and I dare say certain people. But as we aged, took on more work, had more responsibilities, and dealt with higher levels of stress, the phrase "I'm busy" became a reality. And guess who pays the price for this? If you are thinking your mind and body, you are right. This morning, I'd like to talk about a phenomenon that isn't talked about enough because it's sometimes labeled as lazy or being inefficient at the workplace. You might have a colleague that was the first to report to work, had all the great ideas and solutions to problems at staff meetings. He even won the Employee of the Month 2 times in a row. But like Humpty Dumpty, for whatever reason, he barely attends meetings now, can't keep up with deadlines, and is constantly complaining about all the work he must do. Hey, this could even be you in this scenario, and if it is, you could possibly be dealing with the phenomenon called burnout syndrome. Burnout syndrome is a prolonged work stress that has not been successfully managed. It presents with an overwhelming physical and mental exhaustion, feeling detached from your work, a sense of ineffectiveness and a lack of accomplishment at your workplace, and a loss of motivation and energy with no sign of relief or help coming out from anywhere. Work burnout impacts everyone and not just overachievers. Feeling stressed, tired, or anxious about work is not unusual, but burnout can cause decreased physical and psychological health problems. Employees who are burnout are more likely to call in sick, don't sleep well, more likely to be chronic drinkers, less confident in their work, make mistakes, and according to research are 3 times more likely to quit their jobs. So you see, it's not just ordinary stress. Burnout don't just happen like a sickness. It's gradual and may be caused by unrealistic work expectations. For instance, excessive workloads, unrealistic deadlines, and unrealistic time pressures from your managers. Strict management policies where employees feel like they have no control over their environment, their tasks, or their time. Unclear roles and responsibilities and poor communication from employers can leave employees feeling frustrated because it might be hard to figure out what exactly the employer expects from them. And this can increase feelings of anxiety and exhaustion. A lack of support and unfair treatment from employers. For example, people given positions based on who they know and not because they deserve it. To deal with burnout, you will have to identify your stress trigger at work. When you feel yourself being pulled into that sense of busyness, take a step back and try to identify the root causes. For example, if you are faced with unrealistic deadlines, you need to have an honest conversation with your manager. Explain your current workload and that to hit these deadlines, something will have to be delegated, delayed, or dropped. Also, bring more structure into your day by planning your activities and allocating time to each item. You can categorize your work into urgent, important, and free, as this will help you to prioritize your work and meet deadlines. Finally, play as hard as you work. Make time for self-care by making good use of your leave days to unwind and take a break physically, emotionally, and mentally from work. Remember, work should not feel like jail time. By understanding what causes burnout syndrome, how it manifests itself in your daily life, and how you can prevent and recover from it, you can commit to a happier, healthier life at work and at home. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and this was Health Tips on Lifestyle ABC with me, Dorothy Dadibo.